Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 everybody. Excited to get you all on. Listen, we are going to have a really great time today. So go ahead and take a minute and text a friend, a family member, somebody, and tell them jump on here. Hey, Jeremiah. I'm excited. I definitely get my rest on. Anybody that knows me knows me. I get my rest on. Hey, everybody. Excited to have you guys on and really looking forward to having, some really good conversation with you that I hope is going to kind of spark you to thinking, and then hopefully Darcy help you to take action, right? Because high performers are action takers, right? People that you see who have accumulated a great amount of wealth or success, making impact socially and financially. Normally, they are thinkers, they're asking questions, and they realize the world is changing. I mean, Shawnetta, we can just look around and see everything is changing, how we're moving. There are even some things that I think we're going back to where money is concerned that is now going to happen in a digital space. So definitely excited to have you guys on here tonight. We're definitely going to have some good conversation. Definitely get ready to grab a pen and paper, take some notes. And more than anything that I hope that this conversation does is it provokes you to take action. Remember, high performers are action takers. These are people that understand that the world is changing and they want to continue to educate themselves and get themselves in position so that they can be ahead of the curve. Because if you get ahead of the curve, then you're always going to be what I like to call in the wealth flow, because there is a flow to wealth. And there's also, unfortunately, a flow to poverty, right? A lot of times when you look at people who have lived check to check, right, L'Oreal, unfortunately, it's because they are in a particular cycle, right? So poverty has a cycle, and then wealth also has a cycle. So what we want to do, Raquel, is we want to put ourselves in a position to make sure that we get in the right cycle of wealth, because when you get in the right cycle of wealth, money is always going to be running to you and not away from you, right? And so that's the whole goal. So I wanted to jump on here today to just kind of discuss this, because we are definitely seeing tons and tons of things shift and change. Technology is here to stay, which I think everybody knows that. But I think what's most importantly is understanding that technology is now money. And what that money is, and particularly, is called cryptocurrency. So I've been a part of this amazing Wealth Academy for the last 5 years. And I can tell you it's probably one of the smartest decisions that I ever made, Sherry, to put myself in a position to be in an academy where instructors are teaching us, basically what's happening in the market, why we should buy, why we should sell certain cryptocurrencies or certain currency pairs. And so now you guys have an opportunity actually to get involved in that academy and become a part of our wealth community, come a part of our wealth conversation. There was a very, very important call that happened today, a session. We have these sessions, they happen all the time, by one of our educators, Nick Gomez. And you guys will have an opportunity to be a part of that when you make a decision to partner with us. But basically what he was sharing, he came on and he was talking about a cryptocurrency by the name of Superbid. Now, let me explain this to you. All cryptocurrency is money that is digital, right? So opposed to, like, if I have cash right here and I go to the bank, then I'm going to make a deposit with that cash into a bank, maybe a Bank of America or Chase Bank or JP Morgan. But with cryptocurrency, it's not cash. It's actually all digital. Everything literally happens on my cell phone, right? It happens right here on my cell phone. And so what cryptocurrency looks like, I'm going to just show you a picture, kind of what it looks like. It just looks like a barcode. You see that barcode right there? That's all it is. So this barcode represents currency, right? So this happens to be a Bitcoin barcode. And at the bottom right there, if you can see, it says wallet address. So if I actually took I can share this address. At the bottom, it tells you share address. I can actually share this address to any, if I hit my messenger right there or my message right there, I can send a text message to somebody and they literally can send me any cryptocurrency that they want in a matter of moments. If I want them to send me Bitcoin, I would send them this address. If I wanted them to send me Ethereum, I would simply go over and then I would hit the Ethereum barcode and that barcode would come up on Ethereum. And then I would do the same thing. I would just share that, information with them and they'll be able to see Ethereum. So you can see right here, I did the same thing. I hit Ethereum and then it's allowing me to share my wallet address. So this is the future of money. Now, if you think about it right now, if you go into literally right now, if I go into a Starbucks and I want to pay, they're going to use a little scanner. I could have them scan that and it would deduct Bitcoin from my Bitcoin balance. Right now, what's going to happen is you're going to start to see more and more people spend Bitcoin because the value of Bitcoin is much higher than the value of the dollar. So if I'm looking to go buy a house, let's just say for $500,000, okay, opposed to me using $500,000 cash, I might want to use Bitcoin in that equivalent because $500,000 worth of cash is probably going to be something like, I don't know, $100,000 of Bitcoin, right? We have a conversion app that allows us to do the conversion. So you end up spending a lot less Bitcoin than you do US dollars, L'Oreal. Why? Because the value of Bitcoin is so much higher. Now, let me tell you something, ladies and gents. This whole cryptocurrency, it's not going anywhere. So what you've got to do is put yourself in a position to learn it, right? To engage. And like I said, I've been involved for 5 years, and this is definitely one of the smartest financial decisions that I have ever made because it has made me a very wealthy woman because I started really engaging and accumulating cryptocurrency about 3-4 years ago. I started buying Bitcoin when it was $3,500, and today it's sitting right around $35,000. And I definitely believe that we are going to see a Bitcoin of $100,000 by the end of the year. Now, I want to share something with you. I'm going to share a couple things with you that are going to hopefully kind of make some sense for you. So on YouTube, now a couple weeks ago, Elon Musk made an announcement about him and Tesla. And this actually scared a lot of people because they felt like, oh my gosh, Elon says that Tesla can no longer, let me share this with you guys. They can no longer carry Bitcoin. So what happened is it drove the price down, but that's not necessarily going to change the value of what's going to happen in it. Okay. All right. So let me see. I think I want to share with you guys this really, really, really quickly. First of all, I want you to see how he bets on Bitcoin. And then I'm going to kind of help you understand how people manipulate the market and why it's so really, really, really important that you understand this, because the more you understand it, you guys don't have to worry about being scared, when you hear something like this. But this is Elon giving it a plug.
Good evening. Tonight, Elon Musk makes one of his riskiest bets ever, linking Tesla's fortunes to Bitcoins. The world's richest man now investing $1.5 billion worth of his company's money in the cryptocurrency. Its price hit a record high on the news. One Bitcoin is now worth close to $43,000 US. It reached $44,000 earlier in the day. Musk's bet on Bitcoin doesn't stop there, though. Tesla says it will soon let customers buy its cars using Bitcoin. Paul and Monica is joining us live now. So Paul, just walk us through, how important is this move for Tesla? Is joining the ranks of other companies like MicroStrategy, for example? Could we see other companies in addition to Tesla following suit here?
I think it's clearly possible, Zane. I mean, you have obviously Elon Musk now being, the CEO of an S&P 500 company. He's the world's wealthiest individual. Clearly, what he does and says has some clout. So there could be other companies looking to do this as well. But this obviously isn't for everyone. There are clearly going to be some CFOs and treasurers out there who would really bristle at the notion of putting cash that's usually in paper currencies, government-backed currencies, or government bonds into something as volatile as Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency for that matter. So it's going to take a company that has a bit of a maverick like Elon Musk or Michael Saylor at MicroStrategy to really try and put corporate cash into something like Bitcoin.
Yeah, because I mean, Tesla has about $19 billion worth of cash on hand. So to invest $1.5 billion worth of that 19 billion, that's no small change there. I mean, do you think that this is a wise move by Elon Musk, just given, as you say, how risky of a bet this is? Should they be investing in more safer bets, like, for example, bonds and paper currencies as well? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously saying they aren't putting all of their money into Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. And notably, it's Bitcoin, not Dogecoin, which Elon Musk personally has been touting on Twitter that Tesla is going to be investing in. I think that this will be a bit of a, dipping its toe in the water, so to speak, sort of moment for Tesla to see how things go. If it backfires, if for some reason Bitcoin prices plunge and all of a sudden Tesla's looking at money that they have put into Bitcoin losing its value very precipitously.
Okay, so basically what happened, they made the announcement that, hey, we're going to start taking Bitcoin. It did help drive prices up. And then you had a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But this is why education is so important, because he then turns around and says, a month or two later, like, oh, Tesla is a green company and, we can't carry Bitcoin anymore. So our consumers are not going to be able to buy their Teslas, with Bitcoin anymore. And, he does this whole thing. And so it causes Bitcoin to drop. And a lot of people got really scared. They were like, man, we don't know. And I said, no, guys, he cannot stop technology. Now, he is an influencer, so he can manipulate the market, but he cannot stop the growth of what's going to happen with Bitcoin. So listen to this reaction. Crypto Reaction reacts to Elon Musk's reversal on accepting Bitcoin. Then we're going to move over to some more really vital information, and I hope this ties it all together for you guys. Give me one moment. Waiting for the ad. Give me one moment, just waiting for the ad to get done.
In a turn of events, Elon Musk announcing Tesla will no longer accept Bitcoin payments, citing concerns around Bitcoin mining and environmental concerns. Bitcoin dropping sharply since Musk's tweet last night, trading under $50,000 right now. Joining us, Anthony Pompliano, founder and partner at Pomp Investments. And I guess Bitcoin bulls like you, Anthony, were more than happy to accept Elon's endorsements in terms of, accepting it for payment and putting it on the balance sheet. What do you think now? And what do you think occurred to him? That just suddenly, because he knew all along all these things, and suddenly, he's on Saturday Night Live 1 second, and then, a couple of days later, he drops this bombshell. What do you think is happening?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, guys. Look, I think that we've got to just kind of stick to the facts, right? And I always say, don't listen to what they're saying, just watch what they're doing. Elon Musk is still long billions of dollars of Bitcoin. Between Tesla, SpaceX, and personally, Elon Musk owns billions of dollars of Bitcoin, and he's not selling it because of this kind of energy narrative. The second thing is that the facts are overwhelming. 75% of miners use some form of renewable energy. And the reason is because the financial incentive is for miners to go around the world and find the cheapest power. That is their biggest cost input when they're mining Bitcoin. And so they're financially incentivized to go find this renewable power. And when you start to look at the comparisons of how much coal is used in Bitcoin mining, it's dwarfed by things like the coal that is used in the banking system. Or you'll hear a lot of times people will say things like, there's more electricity consumed by the Bitcoin network than in some countries. But what people fail to say is that the American consumer, their use of Christmas lights consume more power in a given year than some countries' electricity consumption. And so I think what we've got to just remember here is that the financial incentive is to adopt renewable power. We have a lot of overwhelming data. There's been study after study after study done that shows that is what miners are doing. And I think that what we're going to see here is that this is going to be a launching pad for Tesla to eventually launch a renewable power mining rig or some sort of mining equipment. And so I think that this is actually just part of a marketing ploy by Tesla, draw attention to the issue, and then come up with a solution and kind of save the day. But it's important to remember, Elon Musk did not sell any Bitcoin because of this. And I don't think that he's going to change his mind about the future prospects of Bitcoin. It's simply a way for them to change that narrative so they can go ahead and launch a product in the future.
But you don't think that this is bad PR just in general for Bitcoin bulls when someone like Elon Musk makes comments like.
Okay, so again, if you hear what he said, he made it clear. Don't just listen to what they're saying, listen to what they're doing. Elon is still long on Bitcoin. That means that he still owns millions and millions of dollars of Bitcoin. He did not sell his Bitcoin. He simply said that Tesla will not be taking Bitcoin for payments for Tesla. There is a difference. Guys, all we got to do is watch what the wealthy do. And this is really just a big game of follow the leader. Becoming wealthy is not hard. You just have to make a decision that you're going to stay teachable. There's one last YouTube video that I want to share with you. This is MicroStrategy. The owner of MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, he is a billionaire. And he had a multiple $multi-million company. He started, accumulating Bitcoin and now is an official billionaire because he's been accumulating over the last couple of years. He actually was having in-depth conversation with Elon about Bitcoin and crypto. So he was a huge influence on, what Elon did. And so anyway, he basically here is kind of talking about his outlook of, crypto. And also he's talking about Elon Musk's role in Bitcoin's volatility. Remember, Elon cannot stop, what's happening with crypto. He can manipulate a little bit, but he cannot stop. And that's important for you guys to know, because I know some people have been really, really scared. They've sold a lot of their Bitcoin. I'm telling you now, please do not sell your Bitcoin. Please do not sell your Ethereum. But what I do want you to do is commit to getting educated, so that way you're not, on the seesaw and super scared all the time and trying to figure out. Just come over here with us, get educated, and I promise you, you'll be really, really glad that you did, because it's going to put you and your family in a really, 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 really great place. So I'm going to play just a little bit of this, and then we're going to move on.
All right, given the fact that we have seen this wild week, what does this week's price action prove to you?
I think the big picture, if you look over the last 12 months, is March 12th of 2020, we had $2 billion of trading on Binance, and the price was around 5,000. And August 10th, when my company entered the entire Bitcoin market, we had $1 billion of trading on Binance, and the price was around 11,000. May 18th, biggest day maybe ever for Bitcoin. We had $13 billion traded with the price around 37,000. I think what those stats tell you is that Bitcoin's coming to life. It's an institutional grade safe haven asset. And although there's volatility, the volatility is the price you pay for it to be 10x outperforming the S&P index over a decade and be outperforming NASDAQ and S&P by a factor of 8 in the last 12 months.
I want to get into that a little bit more, but first, did Elon Musk help trigger the sell-off we've seen?
You know, Elon's enthusiastic about Bitcoin, and probably he's just as enthusiastic as I am. He's also enthusiastic about renewable energy and making the environment green, and he'd like to be part of that solution, and he'd like for the Bitcoin community to work with him. And so I think everybody in Bitcoin's got the same objective. There's a little bit of skittishness in the market because this thing trades 24/7, 365 on tweets. And so sometimes you get volatility, but at the end of the day, I think we've got a good plan and everybody's aligned on that plan.
All right. Even though Elon Musk, and I realize he deleted the tweet, referred to you as Giga Chad, apparently, on the platform.
Yeah, well, you know, the cyber hornets, they come up with colorful nicknames for all of us.
All right. So I want to get into the fact that MicroStrategy's stock, for better or worse, basically trades in lockstep with Bitcoin, given the fact that you do have billions on the balance sheet in the cryptocurrency. In many ways, it kind of overshadows the fact that you do have this recovery afoot in your actual core business, which is business intelligence, given the fact that we saw double-digit revenue growth the last quarter. You're expanding into cloud offerings as well. Does that frustrate you, or do you see the fact that you're being, at least by investors, viewed as a Bitcoin holding company, part of a longer-term vision?
You know, I step back and always look at the big picture. If you look at it from minute to minute, day to day, you'd be frustrated. But we're up by a factor of 4x over 12 months. Our shareholders are delighted. Our employees are delighted. As I say, sometimes Bitcoin fixes everything. Our last 2 quarters were 2 of the best quarters in a decade for the software business. And the corporate brand's been amped up by probably a factor of 1,000 or more. So it's great for our core enterprise software business.
Okay, I hope you guys, let me pull out some things for you. First of all, we know that Elon did not sell all of his Bitcoin. Okay, he's still long on it. He's still holding millions and millions of dollars of Bitcoin. He still believes in Bitcoin. And I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of 2021, 2022, we see an announcement, oh, they figured it out. Meanwhile, the little guy has sold off all his Bitcoin because he didn't understand that volatility means profitability, right? So that's a clue. Now you also see Michael Saylor say, this is not a big deal. I'm looking at the big picture. Elon is looking at the big picture. Guys, I need you to get educated so you can be looking at the big picture. If you do not pay attention, you will sit here and sell off your legacy. You'll sell off generational wealth, or you will not be as aggressive as perhaps you need to be, which is why I really want to encourage everyone watching, connect with us. It's probably one of the smartest things that you can do. Now, this is what happened today on through our academy, which everyone will have access to. When you get started with us, you'll have access to our amazing academy. With that academy, you're going to have an opportunity to watch beginners videos that really break down for you exactly, you know, pretty much everything. It's going to break down for you. What is cryptocurrency? You know, what should you be buying? What should you be selling and when? It literally is going to walk you through hand by hand, and you guys will have an opportunity. As you can see right here, this is what we call our back office. You can see here, it says academies. When I click on academies, it's going to take you through and allow you to watch all the beginners videos so you can understand what is trading foreign currency, what is trading binary options. This allows you to make money in minutes. What is trading digital currency? What is crypto? I want more in-depth teaching on it. You'll have an opportunity to do that. If you're interested in learning about the e-commerce world. Some of you are interested in having a store like eBay or Amazon. You can learn that. Also right here, I'm going to click on go live. This is probably the bread and butter. This is what gets me really excited about this academy. And 5 years later, I am still engaging, listening. I try to listen to every single day, at least 15 or 30 minutes, because why? Money is now technology and it's always changing. So I'm going to click right here on go live. And so just tonight, I had an opportunity to listen to, these are all of our educators. I had an opportunity to listen to one of our educators here, Nick Gomez. I'm going to click right here. And he literally brought on a gentleman who is the COO of Superbid. Superbid is a new cryptocurrency, and it's only been around for, I would say, maybe, I don't know. I don't even know if it's a year old. Okay. But Superbid is making some pretty major moves. Our academy had an opportunity he interviewed the COO. Now, why was this so important, Kira? Because this allows us to get into the mind of what's happening with Superbid. It allows us to get positioned for wealth, right? Because so much about becoming wealthy is positioning, it's timing, right? It's information. And so the information that we got tonight, I already was involved in Superbid, but I'm telling you right now, Roosevelt, this had me super, super excited. I was like, okay, I need to make a purchase and I need to do it now. They're making some pretty big moves. I'm going to play just a little bit of this so you guys can get a smidget of what you'll get when you connect with us, okay? All right. This is the COO. I'm going to move through here
right away, just like that. So folks, wanted to give that brief tutorial. You could get that swap with ETH and been on here from Superbid. But folks, really quickly before we get Max underway, we have something really, really special. Before we get our cameras rolling, we really get in depth into Superbid. As you guys are seeing, the chart is at $8.54. And I think this week and everything that is about to happen with all of the recent news that we have seen, from Times Square to the Logan Paul partnership to a lot of the even news that we don't even know about, that I'm sure we're going to get a little bit of teasers and hear some info. I'm sure that we're going to be seeing a massive amount of push here in price. And I want to first start off, guys, with letting you guys know how to purchase Superbid before we even get to everything, because I know that question is going to be popping up a lot. And I want you guys to understand, make sure that you guys go to the superbid.io site. As you guys see, even the website is brand spanking new. We got Logan Paul as a partner, so of course he's on the website. And make sure to click buy token. There are some different exchanges. I would encourage you guys to either buy on Uniswap, or if you guys have a MetaMask wallet, very, very simply, make sure that you have some Ethereum deposited in MetaMask, and you could simply just click swap and just find the token. So I'm actually going to give you guys this example so you guys could see it live in some different ways that you guys could get your Superbid, as of course price is going to be moving here this week. So as soon as you click Superbid, you guys are going to be able to select it. You guys will be able to review the swap, and it'll check pretty much the best quotes that it could get here on MetaMask, and you could generate and get a position here on Superbid right away, just like that. So folks, wanted to give that brief tutorial. You could get that swap with ETH and Superbid here on MetaMask. You could also do it, of course, on Uniswap directly from the website. But listen, I don't want to get too much into it. You guys know exactly how to buy. We've been talking about Superbid. We've been charting up exactly all that Superbid is, and of course with the staking rewards. But folks, let's get straight to it. Max can't see the chat box, but I could share with him the emotion and how many people are going bananas right now in the chat box. So folks, let's drop some 888s in the chat box really, really quickly, so you guys could absolutely just completely just get excited. Let's bring this energy here as we got Max. And for those of you guys that don't know Max, I actually don't have my camera on Zoom, so give me a second here. There we go. All right, what's up, everybody? So we got Max. Folks, if you guys don't know him, he is the COO. We've been getting very close together. An incredible individual. I can tell you he's been doing really big things, both on the engineering side, both in the cryptocurrency space. And he saw the community that we have here in DCX and what we've been able to do, and really the excitement behind learning about cryptocurrency trading, investing. And he wanted to just jump on, really share with you guys a lot of the information that is going. And I'm going to be doing a little brief interview so you guys can get to know Max a little bit more, get to know the project Superbid a little bit more, and really understand all that's to come and all that's coming. So we got none other than Max, the COO. I'm actually going to bring up, let me actually move it over here. Boom. All right, everybody. So we got none other than Maxwell Gross here in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up, Nick? I'm great. Thank you for all the kind words. That was so nice.
Of course, man. Of course. We're super excited to have you here, man. The chat box is just going bananas. We got over 1,000 people here on the platform of Go Live actually watching you. We got a couple over here as well on Zoom. And man, I know you're coming out to Miami, bro. So you excited for that?
Yep. I'll be there on Saturday.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, everybody, we're going to do, so Max is a little short on time. So we're just going to get straight to the info. And we covered a little bit of Superbid. We've been seeing what's going on. And I hope you guys, a lot of you bought the dip. A lot of you guys took advantage of $1.50, $2, $3. But I want to do this interview in this way. And I really want, everybody to get to know a little bit of who Max is, how this project came about. And really excited to get this going. So Max, you ready, man? Let's knock this out. You ready?
Let's hit it, Nick.
All right, brother. So first of all, my man, who's Max, bro? What's your story, bro? We want to know. We want to know how everything, came about. But of course, how's everything? How does everything, before Superbid? What was it you were doing, and what's been the career and whatnot?
Yeah, for sure. So I went to school at University of Michigan, and I never really felt completely a part of that environment. It was a lot of partying. It was a lot of excessive drinking, and I was always thinking about what I could do to benefit my future and benefit other people's future. So once I graduated, I ended up taking a job working for Boeing and living by myself in St. Louis. New place, had never been there in my life, had no idea what I was getting myself into. I ended up working on multiple programs in the defense industry. One of them was for the Navy, one of them was for the Air Force, and I was a systems engineer. So that means that when a change happens somewhere over here, you need to.
All right, guys. So I don't want to keep us on there too long, but I wanted you to have an opportunity to see, exactly the kind of tea you're going to get. That interview was powerful. Now, let me tell you something. The minute you sign up, you're going to have access to that whole interview. And I can tell you, I listened to the entire thing and it changed my mind. So I'm going to just kind of cut to the chase just for the sake of this presentation, not going on too long. Logan Paul, okay, the fighter, over 100 million followers, is now an influencer that believes in Superbid, that is behind Superbid. Also, he is now getting ready to do another fight with Floyd Mayweather. I believe is June 6th. And we believe that this will be Floyd Mayweather's probably his last fight. So that is a big deal. And you guys know Floyd Mayweather is already actually a part of I Am Markets Academy. So guys, that's super huge. That's super huge. He signed up. He called our CEO his mentor. Okay. I tell you, money always leaves clues. All you got to do is follow the clues. Then I believe, don't quote me on this, but we have another huge influencer that's coming behind Logan Paul, the fighter, again, who has 100 million. I think they're going to be announcing that our girl, Kim Kardashian. Also, Logan Paul, when they fight on June 6th, is going to be wearing shorts that say Superbid. In Times Square in New York, as of tomorrow, they are going to have big digital billboards up in the middle of Times Square that say Superbid. What do you think the price of Superbid? What do you think is getting ready to happen to the price of Superbid? It's getting ready to go crazy. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what am I saying? That getting this kind of information is critical because your timing, where wealth creation is concerned, is absolutely positively vital. If you miss window, if you miss opportunities, then a lot of times you miss the profit. Okay. So what I want you to do is get back, connect right now, click the link and say, I'm ready to join. I'm ready to join, because I just gave you guys an overview of what's happening right now. But I'm telling you, every single day, every single week, Conley, all the time, things are happening, things are moving. So we need to move, and we need to move with urgency. So guys, thank you so much for getting on here tonight. I'm excited to work with you. I'm excited to have you in the wealth community. I want you to go ahead and determine this is going to be the best, not only year of my life, but you're setting yourself up for the next 5 years. Literally, many of you will be able to totally retire. Some of you will be able to retire this year. Like, honestly, the tea you get here can set you up forever. So thank you so much for jumping on this webinar tonight. I love you guys, and I'm looking forward to welcome you to our amazing wealth family. All right, bye. See you later.